going to do a walkthrough of the Roterunner Purpose Planner. This is a non-dated 6-month notebook with unique templates for holistic planning. They promise a lot here, and so I was very curious to see what they have. This planner does come in a few different colors. This one is obviously turquoise, but the other 2 colors are red and one is blue. You also have a option for hardcover. I got the soft cover and I really like it because it has the look and the feel of a Moleskine notebook as well. There's about 200 pages in this planner, so it's maybe like a little more than a 1/2 inch thick, and it is 10 inches long and about 7.5 inches wide. So it can fit into a purse or a large purse or work bag, but it is definitely not small enough pocket size to put into a smaller purse. It does come with 2 ribbon bookmarks, and the pages are all numbered throughout. There's about 208 pages in this planner. So starting out, it does have a place for you to write down who this belongs to. There's a nifty little contents page that allows for easy navigation to different areas of the planner. This planner also has a I would say a pretty robust notes section. There's about 35 to 40 blank pages at the back that are all the dotted grid. And so what they have offered us here is a place to index our notes. So what you would do is if you were writing notes on, say, traveling to New Hampshire, you would write travel plans to New Hampshire, and then you would identify the page number because all of the page numbers are listed below. And just calling your attention to, there are tips at the bottom of the pages in this planner throughout. So they're giving you lots of productivity tips. Here's another page of a full page of productivity tips. They are giving tips around morning routine, tips around the workday, and then additional tips for bedtime and when you're being at home. So now we're getting to the heart of the templates of this planner and how it's really set up to help you identify your goals, track your goals, and move through them and make them happen, basically, make them come to reality. So the way that this planner is set up is they're looking at your life in terms of roles, and they're asking you to look at your life in terms of the hats that you wear. So I know that for me, I wear a mother hat, I wear a, career woman hat, those sorts of things. And so you're going to be looking at the roles in your life, and in this planner, you can write identify up to 6 different roles. And what you're going to be doing is under each role, you're going to identify what goals you want to accomplish in the 6-month period. Why do you want to accomplish these goals? Why is this role important for you? You have opportunity to write what the deadline would be for those goals. And then here below, you have an opportunity to take that broad 6-month goal and break them down into monthly, weekly, and daily actions that you would need to take. I would imagine that would look like things you actually need to do, and maybe also habits that you need to, new habits that you need to create. Once you've gone through and really thought through the roles, you're then being asked to write a 6-month bucket list. So this offers you 8 spaces of things to say, I'm going to do X, Y, or Z, what the budget for that thing might be, what are my target dates for doing this thing, and then the details and ideas around the thing that you want to do. This is going to feed into when you're setting up your monthly and weekly views, because you're going to look back at this and say, what are some of the fun things that I want to put, into my life? They're also offering you a 6-month reading list for personal growth, for fun. And here's the place where you might track different books that you have read or that you plan to read. And they are also offering you book notes, 2 pages for book notes. Next is an annual overview. This is simply a squares that have the date or the months of the year. Obviously, there's space for you to write the year here. And this is the place where you can just, at a very high level, say, these are the activities, these are the holidays, these are the birthdays, the things that I need to be very much aware of as I'm moving through. Making plans and taking action. So this is where we get to the monthly view. And so what's going to happen here is you're going to reflect back on the work that you did in the roles section, identifying the goals that you have, your why, actions, behaviors, patterns, habits that you need, and you're going to put them into this monthly view. I'm going to orient you to this page really quick. So here is where you would be putting the month and the year. There is space for you to put the day of the week and fill out the calendar. You would then put all of the appointments that you know that you have for that month. And then over here is where you're going to be really kind of calling back to that work that you did in setting your larger goals for the 6-month period. And you're going to look at the different sections here and write down, what are my monthly goals, my priority actions this month under these different categories. The categories that they have are work and career, home, projects and passion, friends and networks, fun activities, health and habits. They also are offering a space here for monthly reflections. So you have goals achieved and progress made, memories created this month, things I can do better, learning and insights, reasons to be grateful, and strengths and affirmations that you want to capture. I also want to say broadly, every month has 5 weekly views like this that are divided by 2 blank dotted pages. So all your weeks are covered in the event that there's like a split week. And you also have this great place to use this empty space, this empty pages. I love it when there's blank pages in a planner. When you're setting up your weekly view, I'm going to walk you through this. As you can see, the days of the week are across the top. The time of day starts at 4 a.m. and it goes all the way to midnight. And I'm not sure if you can see it on the video, but there is also that dotted grid pattern kind of underneath here. And you can use that to guide your eye when you're writing down different appointments. There is a quadrant here. This is very important when it comes to setting your goals because you're connecting back to the month and you're connecting back to the work you did with the roles. So here is a quadrant for work and career, home, projects and passion, friends and networks. So what you're going to do is think. You're going to look back to the month. You're going to look back to the roles that you did, and you're going to make sure you have detailed priority actions in this week. And they also, you can barely see it, but there are little circles here that allow you to write down what the thing is, and then you can check it off or migrate the task to the next week or the next month. They also have opportunity here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner tracking. Obviously, this could be used for planning meals. It could also be used for tracking macros or calories. At the bottom here, they have a space for notes, reminders, or acts of kindness that you want to document. There's self-care and fitness section here. It has the days of the week, and I would imagine this could be used to either plan health and fitness or document after the fact. You have space here for 7 daily habits with the days of the week across here You have room for 7 different habits. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's little circles here so that you can use this habit tracker for each of the items that you're trying to track. They also have a sleep tracker. The way this works is a bar graph that you fill out. So if you get 8 hours of sleep, for example, on Monday, you're going to color this in a bar up to 8, and so on. They also offer a to buy section, so things that maybe you need to purchase, and a not to do list. 2 blank pages, as I mentioned before, and then you move into the next week. And again, you'll set up the next week like we did the previous week, and connecting it back to the monthly goals that you have. So there are 6 months, as I mentioned, in this planner. I'm going to take us back. I think I already mentioned that there are about 35 blank pages back here, which is lovely. So there's an appendix in this planner, which I thought was really great because they're basically giving you a user guide. So if you don't remember this video or you don't remember what I said, they're going to be able to walk you through each of the sections that I just walked through. So here is the description and the instructions on how best to use their templates to create your goals for the different roles that you have in your life. They also have a instruction page on monthly calendar and goal setting. They also are giving us information on the monthly reflections and ideas for how to use those. And there's also information on how to use the weekly dashboard, and they have it all filled out, an example here, so that you can use those ideas when you're doing your own. At the end, there's a self-care checklist. This is just a place for you to, self-reflect and say, are there things that I'm doing or not doing that maybe I should be doing from a self-care perspective? To me, it feels a little random, actually, that this is back here, but I don't think it's a bad thing. And then there's the back pocket folder. So in a nutshell, I think this is a really great planner if you don't mind being the person who writes down the dates for the days of the month and the week. I think it's also a really great planner if you want to get started on a specific projects and you don't want to have to buy a planner that has months, from January. It's not predated. So I feel like this can be a really powerful tool, especially if you are somebody who's working towards some very specific goals. I think that with very specific outcomes, I think that this would be great for, somebody who may be studying for a specific test. Maybe it could be used as a tracker for fitness, although I know there's probably way better fitness trackers out there. But my sense is this planner is really good for very clear, specific projects that you might want to be getting done, or certain outcomes that you really want, and you need to get very specific and really drill down on those monthly and weekly actions. I think that is what this planner is really setting you up to do. That concludes my walkthrough of this planner. If you have any questions, please pop them in the comments.